going on, you guys? I'd like to welcome you guys to the channel. It's your boy Big Dog here with another one take review. And today I got a review for season two, episode 2 of the Gifted unMoored. I think that was the name of it. And this episode pretty much covers what's going on since like Lorna had the baby. We're dealing with stuff with the inner circle, and Carmen is pretty much trying to see what's going on with Andy because they're training him. And one thing I really enjoyed about this episode is that we have a flashback. First, we see Lauren sleeping, and she's having a dream about her seeing Andy, and then she falls off the side of the building, and Andy looks down. He doesn't see her anymore, and then when the person wakes up, you would be expecting it to be Lauren, but it's actually Andy. So we still, those two have such a big connection to their brother and sister, and since, that their powers work more powerful together. And so we see that connection, and now his mind's messed up, and he can't just focus on training. And so now Carmen is like, yo, something's wrong. We have to get him right. And we see that Esmer Frost is like, hey, we need, like since she spent time with the Mutant Underground and whatnot, she got to see a better side, and so now she's starting to question what her sisters and Carmen are doing because they're trying to eliminate everybody. The people that they like, hey, we pay these people off, we just let them go. She's like, no, Carmen is like, yo, kill everybody. We don't give a fuck. They're humans. Kill them. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of all like trace evidence or anything. No liability, which is crazy because Andy is probably the biggest liability in the show to anybody, either side, Mutant Underground or the Inner Circle. The guy is just a liability, in my opinion. So, and like she pretty much was like, she's ready to kill him too at this point. It's like she doesn't care. Then you have Thunderbird who's trying to go find out what's going on with this what's on this flash drive. He goes talk to Evangeline Whedon, who brought him into the whole fold and gave him like put him over the Mutant Underground in Atlanta. And so she's like, hey, I can't be a part of this. I can't help you guys. Which I'm trying to really ready to see her turn to the dragon. If I'm just being honest, I don't know if they ever gonna go full dragon with her, but I kind of want to see it. So we have that. We have Reed Struck and Kate getting into it back and forth because she's still in denial about Andy just leaving them. But in her mind, it's like, yeah, he did leave her, but it's our fucking son. We have to go back and get him. And then he questioned Reed, like, if this were Lauren, you would go get him. It's like, yo, that caught me off guard. I'm like, it's kind of crazy. And Polaris was really low key. She really didn't. Her and Eclipse didn't really play a big part in this. But to me, I think my favorite part of the episode was one when Carmen was about to kill Andy, and in my mind, I'm thinking like, yo, is he not going? She really finna try to kill him. That would have been crazy because I don't think she kills Andy. I don't see how her relationship with Polaris is going to would go after that because they cool, like they pretty much the closest. Those two are the closest in the inner circle, the inner circle. So I don't know how that would have flew with Polaris. You know what I'm saying? Carmen killing Andy, even though what's her name does have a daughter, she has to take care of her, but still. Thunderbird, but like the ending to me is what really did it. Where you have the music playing, and then you have Eclipse and Kate out just drinking, and then you see when he shined the light, I knew that Polaris would see it. But then we have the thing of like Polaris waking the daughter, because I was like, please show her holding the daughter, but the reason they didn't do that because she had to go there and pick up, and she realized that she was sick. And so we have that. And then we see Thunderbird just thinking about all the people he's lost. You know what I'm saying? The people who got turned over, the people that died, you know what I'm saying, for this cause that he's supposed to have been over. So that stressed him out, you know what I'm saying? Blink trying to like, hey, calm down, you know what I'm saying? But it's getting to him. So I thought that was dope. It's like this. I thought the ending for me was really strong in this episode. I like the episode overall, but I think the ending was really strong. To me, still feels like this episode still felt like more setup more than anything. And I think episode 3 gonna get more into like the more action and stuff. Also, we had Jace Turner, the former center services guy, and he got back into it just to get out, which was interesting to me because in my mind I'm thinking like, there's no way this guy's still on this show, and he's not gonna be more involved. Because I think like even though he threw his stuff away, I still think he's gonna get pulled back in a way that we don't see, that we don't expect. And I like the line he told his wife on 7/15. You didn't only lose your daughter, but you lost your husband. That was a very strong line. I like that shit. Yeah, like I said, I overall enjoyed this stuff. I think some people took like a more of a back seat and didn't have a lot of time. But since this thing is so spread out between two different groups and all these different, well, really three different groups and all different people, it's not gonna be every episode. Not everybody's not just gonna get a whole lot to do. Uh, and one of the things with Lauren and her dad is like they got into it. You know what I'm saying? She's like, hey, we over here ignoring what's going on between you and mom. You two are always arguing. And I like that too. That she's just like, yeah, I'm tired of you guys ignoring him, and you guys want Andy to come back, but don't forget about the fact that me and Andy killed 15 people, and now I know these people families, I know the kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm the person. I'm part of the response. I'm part. That's part of my responsibility. I did that. That's my fault. I'm to blame for that. And so I never thought about that myself because you completely forget that her and Andy did kill those people. You know what I'm saying? But and them coming back together is kind of like, yo, and you see why she would be scared of Andy because she never want to do something like that again. So that was interesting, but it was another thing. Oh, that Reed still ain't told him about his powers, and I feel like it's too cliche. I feel like it's too cliche for this show, and I feel like he should just tell them, like just come right out and tell everybody, hey, my powers are coming back, and these is what they do. So we won't have no complications later on in the future with your powers going off, and you putting other people in danger because it's like, hey, if you would have told us this before time, we could have prepared for it in a way to where we when the situation or something comes, we won't be worried about it because we'd already been, they're looking forward to it. That's all. But other than that, I thought it was a good episode. Nice episode 2. I'm a big fan of the X-Men. So The Gifted is one of my favorite junks I'll be watching. One of my favorite superhero shows to watch on television. But you guys let me know what you thought about the episode down in the comments. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. I'll catch up with you guys later. Peace.